My name is Katie. I've been a lifeguard for 6 years. The greatest asset a lifeguard can have is consistent awareness of everything. You have to leave your problems aside, your thoughts, and think about what is happening in the pool. You have to be aware of every second of time and interaction, because in one split second, an innocent game can turn into a life or death situation. There's always something going on in the pool. Whether you think there is or not, there is something happening. And it's my job as a lifeguard to monitor whatever it is.
Knowing what to look for to determine if a victim is in trouble in the water is a first step, but you also need to know how to look. To maintain the best focus and coverage during surveillance, use a visual technique known as scanning. Scanning effectively means moving your head, not just your eyes, to get a direct look at each part of your assigned zone. Focus on noticing each of the patrons in your zone as you scan from point to point repeatedly, including any deck or beach areas and any areas directly under, around, and in front of you. Scan the entire volume of water in your zone, including the bottom, the middle, and the surface. Scan crowded and high-risk areas carefully. Pay particular attention to any weak swimmers or non-swimmers. Maintain an active and ready posture to help you stay focused. Slouching or leaning back in a more relaxed position may inadvertently cause you to lose focus. Change your body position regularly to improve your view and help you stay alert. If you are in a chair or elevated stand, adjust your body position by standing up and sitting down while you continue to scan. Let's take a look at some of the more common scanning challenges you'll encounter and strategies for overcoming them. You may get bored or fatigued. Exposure to sun and heat may also drain your energy. But there are things you can do to stay alert and focused. Be sure to change your body position and posture periodically, and rotate stations more frequently if possible. Keeping hydrated and cool by drinking plenty of water, staying in the shade, or getting wet during your break will also help keep your energy up. And of course, exercising, eating well, and getting plenty of rest while off duty are just as important. Glare from the sun or from indoor overhead lighting can reflect off of water or objects to create blind spots. Be prepared to handle glare by wearing glasses with polarized lenses. At different times of the day, you may need to change body positions to successfully look around and see through glare spots. If you feel your vision is still obstructed by the glare, even when using these strategies, lifeguard stations may need to change locations. Ask your supervisor about repositioning your station if you can't see any part of your zone. As water refracts light, your sight can be tricked by visual distortions. Be aware of what the bottom of the pool really looks like when empty of swimmers. Get to know its normal features, such as stains, drains, colored tiles, and depth markings. Always scan the bottom carefully. When you notice distortion, try adjusting your body's position while you scan. Then look more closely to verify what you are seeing. If something doesn't look right, assume it's a body underwater and react immediately. You may encounter areas that are difficult to see due to a facility's particular layout or features. Floatable features, play structures, or other equipment being used by patrons can obstruct your view. At times, patrons may crowd together and block certain areas. Your best strategy in this case is to adjust your position or stand up to check underneath around, and into the blind spots from various points of view. Another very common challenge to effective surveillance is distraction. The noise from activities, patrons, music, or water movement can compete for your attention. Co-workers or patrons may want to converse with you. If someone asks you a question, acknowledge him while you continue to scan your zone. Then, politely let him know that you are listening, but you have to keep scanning the water so you can't look at him directly. Patron activities in your zone or other zones of surveillance can also create visual distractions. When distractions arise, remind yourself to stay focused on scanning the swimmers in your zone. When your facility is crowded, you must handle the additional scanning requirements as well as the increased distractions. If your zone becomes too crowded, signal for extra coverage. In general, use good communication to keep the patron activities in your zone orderly and safe. And remember to keep your attention on your zone and remain vigilant. If at any point you believe you need assistance to effectively cover your zone, don't hesitate to get a supervisor's attention.